Aloha. You guys need to meet Lady Duck. Now, what's the significance of having a little stuffed animal? Well, I ascribe certain properties to her, and this is what I want in my wife. And so, having a simple thing like this around, or a wedding ring, is a constant and convenient reminder of what I really want in my life. Because sometimes I can get distracted in the moment, but these simple things help me to remember the long term. And what else? Well, making the world a special place. How do I tie it into that first initial concept of having a spouse? Well, instead of getting a spouse, why not want to be with somebody like oneself? Similar goals, same age, maybe a year different, but basically they are somebody who you consider an equal, and in a spiritual and physical and ideological manner. They have the same philosophy, and you can contrast it to an extreme of, say, an older, unhealthy man wanting to find the youngest, you know, bride for himself. And if you think about it, that means it's a lack of truth because he's not proud of who he is. Otherwise, he would either get some exercise, or maybe he's afraid of death. And but using the deep dreams machine makes it easy to, get rid of this body. It's like let go of it. I mean, if you think about it, what's the point of when people celebrate a person's life, like what do or they miss a person that passed away? What are they really missing? They're missing the essence of that person, which is their words and their choices and their goals, which anybody can uh, superimpose upon their own life. So, if you're afraid of death, um, it's because you do not believe that, um, you know, you believe that something will be missing if you're not in this body. And imagine first that you're looking up and you're seeing your body. Well, that body is nothing more than a collective of knowledge and experience, but it's something that you can readily share with others via, talking to people and so on, and that's something I do. And saving the world, you can look at making the government a one world government, making the currency all the same. It makes it more efficiency in the world, but ultimately we have to deal with our sexuality, something that we can all relate to as humanity, and 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 there's this concept of putting first things first, which really bugs me, like the concept of putting family first, or putting myself first, or putting a relationship first, because quite frankly I can't relate to that. I'm pure light. So first things first is doing the light work visualizations, and that creates synchronicity and results in connections made in my realm. And so that's who I am. I'm this light. And to have peace on earth, we're going to have go beyond the fear of death, because, like, for instance, look at, parents of children who are disabled, and they don't want to, you know, humanely uh, discontinue the life of the disabled person, because they're attached to that person, and they're afraid of, that, of death, and also they're attached to the person and they're not attached to their spouse. So here's some ideas for you. Check it out, see what you think. Look into your own light and shine brightly. Aloha.